Hey, this is Asaf from LickNRF.com, and it's time for another viewer request. And in this video, we're going to learn a fingerstyle arrangement I made especially for you guys and girls of Michael Jackson's Beat It. First, I'm going to play it for you so you can see and hear how it goes, and then we're going to break it down lick by lick, note by note, finger position by finger position, with tabs on the screen as usual. It goes like this. Enjoy. You start by the original riff with a couple of added bass notes. So what I do is this. Okay, I added a couple of bass notes there. Now you start with the open E bass string, and then you hammer on 3 on the bass string. Now I hammer it on because it adds a sort of a percussion sound, okay, instead of picking it, okay, but that's just my preference. You can pick it. Then 2 on the A string, then the open G string, then 2 on the D string with the open E bass again. Okay, this is one added bass note because this is fingerstyle, so to keep the harmony going. And then this 2 hammer on to 4 on the D string, and then 2 on the D string, and then open D and A strings. Now this is an inverted D5 power chord because D5 has D and A. So if you invert that, you get D and A, or A and D. So you can call it, if you want to get really technical about this, you can call it D5/A, D5 over A. But this is just an inverted D5 chord. That's the logic behind adding the A bass note there. So you play that twice, okay, and the second time around you play it once. So okay, then you can play it again, and then I play this. Okay, I hammer on. I bar the 12th fret on strings 3 and 4, the G and D strings. I play the E bass, then I play strings 3 and 4 twice. Then I bar 14 on the 4th and 5th strings, and then I just play them. So now you can do this. Okay, you can add bass notes in between them. Actually, why not? Just do that. So it's 2 bass notes at the start, then 12, bass, 12, then 14. Then 2 bass notes again. Then you do it again. Okay? So it's bass, bass, 12, bass, 12, 14, bass, bass, 12, bass, 12, 14. Got it? Beep, 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 bum, 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 beep, bum, beep, bum. Okay? And you can play that twice or 4 times, as many as you like. That's the intro. So you start with this. Before we play the licks, I want to show you the 2 chords that I use here. I use this as E minor, and I use this for D, because usually the D starts on this and then goes to 5. So it's 7, 8, 9 on strings 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 7, 8, 9. This is E minor because it's the high note of the E minor chord right here. And I use this 7, 7, and 7. This is D6. But then it turns, the 7 on the E string turns into 5. So this is D, 5, 7, and 7, because you've got 5, 7, and 7 on the D chord. Okay? So this is E minor, this is D. Okay, D6 into D. Now, there are a couple of more chords around here, but they're not chords, they're intervals. There's this, and there's this. But we'll talk about it later because those are kind of harmonizations for the melody line. The background chord is still just E minor and the D bass. So these are the 2 main chords in this arrangement. So you start with this E minor and you play the bass and then you play the chord. Okay? 5 times. Then, using your pinky on and off the string, you play 10 and 8 on the 2nd string. You can harmonize this with the 3rd string. Okay, so then it's this. Okay? Now, you can treat this as D5. Because it is a D5 interval, but you do this. Okay? You play 5 on the 1st string, 3 on the 2nd string, and you bar the 3rd fret, and you play this with the D string. Okay, then you take the pinky off and put it on again, so you've got 5, 3, 5. Okay, got it? You're barring the 3. Then you slide this to 7 and 5. Okay, now you can play the bass notes in any way you feel like. Okay, just put the bass notes in wherever you feel comfortable. And just make sure that you play them as the 1st beat. Every 1st beat, play a bass note, and that can be enough. Okay, it's a bit empty, but it's enough to create the harmony. So that's the rudimentary harmony here. And then you do the same thing with a slightly different rhythm. You just add a couple of E minor chords. So instead of 5, you've got do 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 do. You've got 7, and you do exactly the same thing. And then 10 and 8 on the 2nd string. Then the D5. Now, if this is D5, then this is E5. So it's D5 back to E5. That's why I used this specific harmony. Okay, so these are the first two lines. Now it's this. Okay, this is C major 7 technically, because we're not playing anything, but you don't have to play the second string, so this would be C. Now you're already on you're already on this, on 7 on the E string, so use this. You play the 7 again, then you pull it back and put it on 5, put your first finger on 3 on the A string, play those. Okay? Now if you want to harmonize, either harmonize with the G string, or if you want a C major 7 sound, harmonize with both the second and third string. Okay? And then 3, 0 on the E string, 3 on the B string, open E string. So, okay? That was the lick. So, okay? That was the context. So, okay? And then the E string twice, open, and then D. And you can play the whole chord. Then leave it on, take the finger off of the E string, play the E string once and the B string twice on 3. Okay, so you can harmonize the B string with the G string. Okay, and you can also play the bass note with them, the D bass note. Okay, so and then this. It's open E string again, then 3 and 0 on the E string with E minor as your harmony, so just play strings 1, 2, 3, and 6. And then open E string again, and this time D, and you play the first string is your melody note. You can harmonize with the rest of the chord, and then play the second string or the second and third strings if you want to harmonize it. Okay? Hope this was clear. So again, okay, 0, 3, 0 as the E minor melody line, then D. The melody is strings 1 and 2, okay, inside the D chord, and if you want to harmonize it, just play the rest of the chord with it. And you play it again. And you can play more bass notes. Okay? For the original beat. And you can also play the chord along with those bass notes. Okay? If you want, if that feels right for you. You don't have to. You can do it, you don't have to. Find your own way to play this. Find a way that suits your own style. You don't have to play exactly what I do. That's why I give you options. I try at least to give you options. Alright, so that was the verse with its first ending. Okay, the first ending was this. Okay? The second ending is this. Okay, the E minor line is the same line, and the D line is this. Okay? You slide from 10 to 12 with your third finger on the second string. You play 12 again. You play 10 on the E string. You play 12 on the B string. Then you play 10, 12 on the B string harmonized with 11 on the G string. Now remember, this is the D line, so you play the bass with it. Okay, you play the bass with 10 on the E string. Okay, now this outlines a D chord. Okay? 10, 10, and 11, because it's the high notes of the D chord over there. So now you can add 10 on the B string at the very end there before the start of the verse. The chorus. Okay? That makes a smoother transition, a more accurate transition, because that's what Michael Jackson sings there. Let's play the verse again slowly from the start. E minor. Okay, and then D5 to E5. Don't forget to bar 3. 5, 3, 5, 7. Then again, with 7 E minors instead of 5. 7 again. 5 with the C bass. Okay, 5, 3, 0. 3 on the B string, open E string. D. Okay, 2, 0 on the E string. First ending, E minor, D. And then again, you can also slide into D. Yeah, you can create an embellishment there. It fits with the sliding motif here and the sliding motif here. So why not slide into D as well? That's the verse. Now the chorus starts with E minor. Okay? Again, exactly the same line, this time with 2 E minor chords. You had 5 E minor chords. You had 7 E minor chords, now you're playing 2. And then 10 and 8 on the second string. And then this. Okay? 7, 7, 7. This is D6, as we talked about, and you prepare 5 on the E string, and you play it with the D bass note. You play this twice. Then you take the finger off the pinky and play 5. And then put pinky on 8 on the second string. You can play the second and third strings. Okay, so it's... Okay? And then just 5 E minor chords again. And then 10 on the second string. Then you can bar 7 instead of putting on this, because you don't have to, you're not gonna use the 5 in this lick, so you can just bar 7 and play it with an open D string. Play it twice. So it's... Okay, now the correct timing is this. The first chord comes before the beat, also with D. So okay, it's da 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 da. Okay, it comes right before the beat. So that's where you put the bass notes. Okay, got it? Then it's this. Now the melody line itself is the same. It's 5 3 5 3 5, and then 5 3 5 3. But first, you play it with the E bass and harmonize with 5 on the second string. Okay, so it's 5 on the second string. This creates a sort of an E minor harmony, because this is a part of this, which is E minor. Okay, D minor shape, because D minor, D sharp minor, E minor. Okay, so this gives you an E minor triad there. So, no, not triad, a minor third. Okay, so harmonize with 5 on the second string. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Then bar 3 again for the D5 sound again, and this time use the D bass. 5, 3, 5, 3. Okay, and then do it again. And then 5 at the end. Then the ending, the first ending of the verse. And then the intro again. So the verse, no, not the verse, the chorus. Remember this, the D6, pinky on 8 this time, then 7, then E minor outline, 5 on the B string, now 3 on the B string with D, repeat, 5 at the end, the first ending of the verse. And go back to the intro. Before you go, practice this. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've got a ton of lessons right here for you to learn already, and I make new ones on a regular basis, or at least I try to. Go download the tab from the website. The link is in the description below, and the tab is for free, just like the lesson is for free, even though there's a donation button on the website if you wish to give something back for the lessons and help out with making more of these lessons. Any donation whatsoever would be helpful and go right back into lick and riff and into making the arrangements, making time to film the lessons, to practice the arrangements, to perfect them, to write them down, to try different versions. It all takes time and work. Filming the lessons, editing them, uploading them, it all takes time and effort as well. So if you want to help out, I'd be more than grateful for your help, and I thank you in advance for it. You go practice this. Remember, make your own arrangement of this. I'm pretty sure that with enough work you can find a better way to play this than I did. Okay, who knows? I'm not saying that the way I play it is the ultimate way to play this. I just give you the tools. You make your own arrangement of this. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.